Well, it's just you and me, and Chris, of course, you can't see. There may be a tiny bit of unprofessional interaction with him, but deal with it. Let's see now. I mean, to be honest, this deck is a little bit of, okay, let's just pick out what's good. So, for example, we did get a Nivzet Enlightened Master, which I believe you guys can see there. Excellent, nice job on the camera, Chris. You guys will probably be familiar with this, but he's got first strike, he's hexproof, and whenever he attacks, I exile the top. Let's check. Exile the top 4 cards in my library and can cast on that playmat. Potentially a late game winner, I'm hoping. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So I've had quite a few good pulls out of this draft. Apart from that, obviously the foil fetch land. I mean, I hate to think how much those are going to be. To be honest, I might just trade it in now while they're still valuable. Sweet. And I mean, apart from that, I mean, I did go for a Stonehorn Rider, just purely for the morph value. And I mean, apart from that, I mean, we've got. And basically, we're going for 4 colour, as you can probably see. I know, to be honest, my main problem here is just purely going to be the mana fix. And we've got 1 or 2 combat tricks like the Swift Kick, but to be honest, I was hoping for a few more combat tricks. But I mean, you know, we should be right. I mean, you know, I've got quite a few counter spells. I've got a little bit of life gain, a little bit of Feed the Clan. I've got a Sage Inward Eye. And the other thing, of course, I've got is things like Act of Treason, which could be nice. And I've got a little bit of Burn, so yeah, we're still... So got a little bit of burn, so I've got Master of the Way, who is I draw a card and then deal damage to a creature or player based on the number of cards in my hand. And I've got this Create a Clause, which is pretty nasty actually. That's X damage, and then it's for if I can get a creature with. I mean, I may not have a creature with 4+. We'll just have to see how it goes. I've got a few counter spells to protect all that. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. I mean. I've got about 4 of each lands. I'm not sure we do this. Let's see. In terms of rejects, there's not really that much to talk about. There was nothing. Basically, everything else was too expensive. So these are basically all the cards. Sorry, I'm looking there. I do apologise, Internet. These are all the cards. Nice, good upkeep with the camera, Chris. Much appreciated. Yeah, these are all the cards that cost stuff. I mean. It's one of those things. I mean, late game cards may mean a bit more in this, but I'm just trying to go for things that are just that little bit cheaper and maybe a little bit more count. So I've got this Smoke Teller, quite a few of him, so I can then look at cards that are face down with him. A couple of dual colour lands. Are we still in the space? Yes, we are. We have a Swiftwater Cliffs and a Thornwood Falls. Both exactly the same in one. Not any 3 colour, which is slightly annoying. There were 1 or 2 artifacts, but again, 3 cost is a bit dodging. You know, I've got a lot of land. I've got the fetch land. You know, I've got. I put him down. No, I haven't. I have this guy, this Emboldened Spring. He's quite good. I mean, he's 1 mana and he's 3/0, and I can sacrifice him for 1 and green and tap, and then I can search for a basic land, which could be potentially very useful, especially early game. So bring him out early, stop the attacks, and then late game sacrifice him if I need him for a land. So I would just have to say, I mean, it's a fairly strong deck. I think I've got the land balance right. I've got 3 planes because I'm hoping that's all I'm going to need. Got a little bit of enchantment structure. Got a foil naturalize. Very nice. I mean, some good pulls here. I mean, we're just going to have to see how it goes, Internet. I mean, I just don't know. I mean, normally I'm fairly... Sorry, looking at the wrong camera. Apologies, Internet. Normally I'm fairly confident with a draft. However, normally when I'm overconfident, it doesn't work so well. So, yeah, I mean, and 3-player drafts can be a bit dicey. To be honest, my strategy is I suspect my friends' strategies will be to turtle up and just to see how long it lasts. But we are just going to have to see. Like, it's going to be very difficult to predict because Tom normally has a terrible start and then comes in to clean up at the end when once me and the guest have knocked the stuffing out of each other. And Yeah, James is very good. I mean, we are talking here about a man who dealt 10,000 damage to me in a casual game. I mean, I was still fine because I'm that much of a pro, obviously. Uh, but you know, I mean that's quite a lot. And yeah, I'm somewhat alarmed about the idea of him playing a command only. The point is, he's a very good player. I respect him very much as a player. He has also played this in sealed, so he will have some of the skills, and he will have some idea what to expect. So I think there's going to be less springing things on him than there otherwise would be. Yeah, but we'll see. I mean, I've got a bit of life gain. Last card, I think. I've also got a couple of cancels, which I'm sure you guys will be familiar with, so I hope a couple of counter spells to do it. So, yeah, sort of weird control thing. We're just going to have to see how it works. I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know how this is gonna work. But yeah, we shall just have to see. Yeah, I mean, I think that's probably all the exciting cards we've got for you. Everything else is a little bit on the dull side. Yeah, I mean, I could potentially cheat creatures out with this. And we've got a little bit of morph, but not so much. James gave me the advice about morph afterwards. Awesome. Well, that'll do for a basic deck tech, I think. I will leave the foil... Chris is sniggering there in the corner because he's not a professional. Leave the foil fetch land out there, just for you all to admire. I still can't believe both of them passed. I mean, that is one thing that gives me hope, is that they both passed a foil fetch land. Thankfully, this is on colour for me, basically. Not with everything, but it is on colour. So, yeah. We should be laughing. If we've got a foil fetch land and we've got... I mean, this guy might make a seriously awesome commander if you make him unblockable or something like that. So may well put him in a command deck, who knows. We'll just have to see, Internet. We will just have to see.